Hey Nasty, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Let me ask you a question. How does it feel to wake up in the morning and actually realize that you're nasty freaking C?
It feels good. Feels amazing.
Yeah? Did you ever think that everything was going to come together this fast, this early on in your career?
No, maybe not this early. No.
What's been like, one thing that's happened so far that you're like, "Oh my god, that's super crazy."
I think getting recognized by my favorite rapper, T.I.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Now,
that has to be.
congrats on signing to Def Jam.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How you feel about that? Like when you got the news, what was your reaction?
Well, I didn't get the news like everybody else, obviously. For me, it was a couple of meetings that happened from last year, February. So,
Mhm.
it wasn't like one big surprise for me. But it was cool. It's, it felt good.
Is this something that you've always wanted for yourself?
It's nothing that I've ever really thought about, but the fact that it's happening right now is crazy. So
Yeah, man.
it's exciting, but it's not anything that I had in my mind or anything.
That's crazy. You think you're gonna be the youngest African to get that Rockefeller chain? Do you aspire to get it?
Duh? To
The
get that?
Rockefeller chain.
I mean, it would be dope if I got it, but again, I thought about it ever before. It's like I'm saying, no.
Okay.
I mean, it would be cool, but it's not like on my list or anything.
Okay. So what is on your list with this new deal? How differently are you gonna move?
It's hard for me to say.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more, and people are going to be seeing a lot more of my face.
Okay. So let me ask: is there a difference between the nasty C that said "There's nothing I hate more than a contract" and the Def Jam signee?
No, it's the same person, just different knowledge and obviously a bit more mature.
What have you learned in this period of time between Hell No and getting signed to Def Jam and working with all these big names?
I learned a lot. It's going to be hard for me to like make a list out of it, but I learned a lot. Not a good and not a bad.
Now, you still have tall racks in SA, and you're an international artist who's going to be moving between, if things change with this COVID, between the US and South Africa. How are you going to be able to run your label now? Are you going to still find time for it, or what's going to happen?
Well, with regards to my label, I have a whole team. It's not like I run the label like one man, like by myself. I have a team of people that do different things for the label, so that doesn't get affected at all.
Okay.
Everything's still gonna be running as ours.
So I was watching an interview where you said you cut off a couple people and you have day ones around you. Your bro is still managing you.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same brother who taught you how to rap?
No, it's a different brother. For the record, I've never had a brother ever teach me how to rap. My one brother taught me how to use a software to make music.
Okay, I get it. Why is it so important to have day ones as you become bigger and become global and just become this massive superstar?
I guess you don't have to worry about things like trust and whether people have your best interest at heart or something like that, because if you have people that have been with you since you were broke, I don't know, it just kind of feels like you're in a safer zone.
What are some of the perks of being famous?
Getting free things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the biggest perk.
That's the biggest one. What's the dopest gift you've received so far?
A car?
Oh, word. Is that from your deal? Is that from your endorsement with Mercedes?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Is that still like in the works, or what's happening with that?
I mean, we're still business partners. Yeah.
I know, like, your DMs are crazy, right? There's girls, from all parts of the world hitting you up. How does it feel to open your DM as a 23-year-old and get, some old women, 40-year-old groupies, 30-year-old groupies? Is it strange for you, or like do you just take it in stride?
I've gotten used to it now. It's really funny more than anything. I've gotten used to it. I don't mind it. It's whatever, man.
Okay. You've been on tour before. I know like you had a couple of shows planned and then this COVID shit happened. But what has been the craziest thing that's happened to you on tour?
Craziest thing that's happened to me on tour.
Yeah.
I met like my doppelganger or whatever, like a person that looks like me and pretends to be me. He calls himself Nasty B.
Oh yeah, I've seen that dude.
Yeah, I met him, and it was my first time meeting him, and he just wanted to go on stage for 15 minutes, and he just asked me, like, I could just say, oh yeah, cool, jump on stage and perform for 15 minutes, even though we don't know who you are.
That's crazy. Was he any good? Is he as good as you?
No, I didn't put him on stage. That's crazy. Why would I do that?
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So for someone who's met, No ID, Big Sean, 50, Post Malone, all these international artists, have you met somebody who's actually had you starstruck?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Who's one person that you think if you met your jaw would absolutely drop?
Probably Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah?
Or Rihanna. Or maybe Jay-Z.
Okay. Maybe that's something. Do you think that's something that's going to happen soon? Like a meeting with Jay-Z, maybe like you attending the Rock Nation brunch next year or something?
I don't know. I don't know. If it happens, it happens, but I don't really care about it. I mean, that doesn't do anything for me. Being at the brunch doesn't deposit in me, and that was the next job. That was the next thing. Yeah, I don't care about other stuff.
Okay. So going back to the label, yeah, there's this question that I wanted to ask. Would you think of signing anyone outside of SA in different countries? Do you have your eye on, like maybe some budding rappers that you would want to mentor or something?
I don't have anybody at the moment, but I would definitely love to sign somebody that's not from the country.
Okay. What would it take? What would it take to actually be signed by you?
Well, one, the person has to be as committed to their work and their craft as I am. Two, it has to be a person that's like super sure that that's what they want to do, and there's no plan B's or nothing like that. I hate people with like plan B's because they don't really commit to one thing. They always know they have a second leg to follow. So it would have to be something like that. It would have to be a person I know will be able to take direction, even though I'm not in the same country with them. It would be a lot of factors in it. So, number one, the music would have to be dope, obviously.
Oh, dope. So how you keeping busy during quarantine? Are you up to anything? Like, do you have access to the studio? Are you still recording, writing music? What's up?
I have a home studio, so I'm still working, still in there creating. Yeah.
As a producer, is there anyone who you would love to produce for? Anyone that you would love to hear on your beats?
Yeah. Rihanna, Lil Wayne, Young Thug, a lot of them. Yeah.
People seem to think that you've actually met Young Thug. Why is that? Because I was watching an interview and guys were like, "What's that feature with Thugger?"
Oh yeah, I don't know. People like to speak stuff into existence for me. I like it though. I don't mind it.
I mean, any clout is good clout. I mean, if it's positive, right?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, talk to me about a day in the life of Nasty C. Like before quarantine, before isolation, before lockdown. What's a day in your life like?
A lot of studios. A lot of FIFA.
You said FIFA?
Yeah, FIFA.
Uh-huh.
FIFA or UFC. Yeah, that's really it. Like on the average normal day, that's it.
Are you watching anything? Are you a big watcher?
I just I just got back to watching. What's this thing called again? Ozarks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got back to watching that, so I'm catching up, and I'm about to watch the next season.
Okay. All right. After quarantine, are these shows that, you were scheduled to do still going to happen? I heard you talk about like maybe China for the first time and a couple other cities. Is that still going to be happening?
Yeah, we're looking at a way of
Okay.
securing all those trips, but making them make sense and relevant to the time, obviously. But yeah, all those trips are still happening.
Mhm.
I still have a lot of places that I haven't been to, and some places that I haven't been back to. Like I've only been there once and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll only be traveling that.
Having performed in all these countries, which one is the most lit country you've performed at?
Um, probably if not South Africa, Namibia.
Namibia, what went down? Like, what was so
The
dope about that show?
accent too. The energy I got from the crowd and just how happy they were to
Mhm.
be in there, just like having fun and not worrying about anything else. It was just dope as hell from the second the show started to when the show ended, and the after party was also crazy.
Nice.
Like it was just vibe, yeah.
Would you come back to Kenya? I mean, it's always a vibe when you're down here, up
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm coming back.
All right, cool. So come through. You were always welcome with open arms. Tell me a little bit something about Zulu Man with some power. The last time you came through to jump off for the show, you didn't really want to speak about it. Can we get a little more info on it now?
Yeah, it's a very special album.
Mhm.
It marks a very standout, very important moment in my life. Obviously, as an artist, like going global,
Mhm.
and at the same time, it's like it's very special for me too because first of all, the title alone is like it feels like a very it feels like an album title that an artist would use
Mhm.
like after feeling like they've done some shit in the game, and it's like it's nice about like statements and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's a very interesting album. The sound, how diverse it is, very interesting. Also, like I'm very experimental with my sound. I don't, I'm not afraid to try new things. You
Mm.
know, with my voice, with my instruments, all that type of stuff. It's very interesting. I don't like gassing my own music up, but this is really something special. You know?
So if this corona shit extends until like maybe September or like the last quarter of the year, are you still gonna drop the album this year? Like in the midst of this pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect time to drop music. Everyone's sitting at home, staring at their phones, right?
Yeah. It really is. It really is. So I know there's a couple features on there. There's T.I., Teleman, Rolene, and Burna Boy. I think by the time you were coming to Kenya, the only feature that we learned about was Burna Boy because you tweeted about it. Take me to meeting T.I. What was that first meeting like? What did you guys talk about?
I haven't even met him.
Oh, you
He
haven't
emailed
met him
me,
yet?
and we did it online. Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't met
word.
him yet.
Okay. I hope
Yeah,
you. He
every
had it.
time,
Uh huh.
every, every time we're in the same city, our schedules. I'm so sorry about that. Every time we're in the same city, our schedules don't they
A
never
line.
really like align like that. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's all good.
maybe you get to meet him this year.
Oh yeah, it'll happen.
Ah,
We
yeah.
got the super video for the song, so
Oh
it'll happen.
shit, nice. That's nice. So speaking, okay, with Burna Boy, are you still cool with Davido? I know, like he took you out to Nigeria for the first time for a show, right?
Uh, well, that was my first time in Nigeria, but yeah, we did do a show in Nigeria.
Are you
But
guys
yeah,
still cool?
yeah, we're cool.
All right. Okay. Cool. Is there gonna be any music with Davido coming out this year? Maybe.
I don't know. It's very unpredictable. This music thing. It might happen. It might not. Yeah.
Okay. What are you focused
Yeah.
on for the rest of the year? I mean, besides this album coming out, how far is it?
The album's done.
Okay.
We're just finalizing the track list. Really, that's the one thing that we're still going back and forth about. But the music's done. And besides the album this year,
Mhm.
what I'm looking forward to is just like a lot of the stuff that I'll be doing with my friends. You know, I'm working with a more powerful team, a team that's been legendary in the game for like years and years. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm being given a chance. I'm being given a chance to do something really big, something really dope for the first time ever. And you know, I'm excited.
That's dope, man. If you could go back in time to that 9-year-old starting to rap versus you now, what would you tell yourself?
Mhm.
What would you prepare yourself for?
Nothing really, man. Everything that's happening right now is stuff that I always said would happen, and just like everything else I always said would happen, people always looked at me like I was just dreaming, and then it actually happened. I always knew all this stuff would happen. I always believed in myself 1,000%. All the people I said I'd meet, I've met like over half of them. All
Mhm.
the things I said I'd do, like even at a young age, when I spoke my life into existence. You know, I said I'd have this amount of money before this age. I always said my first car would be this car and da 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 and this and that. And people always thought I was crazy when I said that type of stuff, and it always happened. So I wouldn't really change anything about that.
How do you stay focused? Like, how do you keep your mindset so focused and strong and dedicated to a goal? I mean, with everything happening in the world, I'd think like someone with an international fan base like yours, there's a lot of negativity that also comes at you online and maybe with the people around you as well. So how do you just keep your head down and stay focused to a goal?
Um, well, because I know like my dreams are very ambitious. They're very outrageous.
Mhm.
A lot of people look at them as unrealistic, unattainable, and shit like that.
Mhm.
So I know that in order for me to make all those dreams come true, I'm not just gonna sit around and wait for like a miracle. I have to make it happen. Like I
Mhm.
have to work. If I want to be as big as I want to be in my head, I have to work as hard as it takes to be that big.
Mm.
I think that's the one thing that keeps me, of course.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. It's really dope talking to you. This is like, I don't know. I feel like every time before your album drops, I make this phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we did the same shit with Strings and Bling, and then you came to
I
Homeboys
know.
Radio, and like it's always dope to see. Actually, like Facebook was reminding me about an article I wrote about you. I don't know, like a couple years ago about a young Nasty C, when I guess you were just breaking out in the game and shit, and it's so inspiring to see how far you've come, and like I hope like the rest of Africa is watching.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
speaking of the rest of Africa now, as like let me just finish this up. Are there rappers on your radar outside of South Africa that you would definitely want to hop in the boot with?
Oh yeah. I know I was supposed to do something with a dude called Black Bones from Nigeria.
Black
We
Bones,
started we,
yeah.
we started yeah, we started talking a couple months ago on Instagram, and we're trying to make something happen with him. And also, I just got put onto Afro P. He's also crazy. There's a song that we're gonna do together. It's crazy. It sounds fucking crazy. It's nuts. I heard it a couple months. Somebody played it for me when I was in America a couple months ago. And it was just, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that was like an artist from Africa, bro.
That you definitely want to link with, or have.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope. I can't wait to hear. I only recently found out about Black Bones when he started some beef with like Cali. So I don't really. After that, we've like been checking him out and shit, and he's pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to what you guys are working on. Yeah, I know it's gonna be some explosive shit.